Hey guys, this is actually my first video blog, and for my first blog, I wanted to actually talk about my setup. I come from an audio and video background, therefore I'm just kind of picky about what the quality of the picture and the quality of the audio, and I didn't want to have something that every time I recorded something I was frustrated with the way it looked and the way it sounded. So I put a good amount of time into my setup, but I didn't spend a lot of money on my setup, and I just kind of wanted to go through it, tell you what the different pieces are, and so you could figure out how to do it. And as you'll see as I show some pictures later on, I have a very ghetto setup. Right now I'm sitting in a rusty chair with a sheet from Walmart behind me in my garage. The camera that is in front of you, my iPhone, is on top of a box, on top of a cooler, on top of a rusty table. So this is a pretty ghetto setup right here, but I think it looks good and I think it sounds good. So let's go through the different pieces of this. The first thing is right now I am using a external microphone to record my voice. It's right here in front of me, but if I lift it up, it'll mess up the camera and all of a sudden I'll turn white, like in this picture right here. It does some funky stuff because I'm using my iPhone. But with that, this is a condenser microphone. You can get a good one for $50 or under. Any condenser microphone will sound really, really good with your voice. And to get it into your computer, you're going to need an USB interface. I'm using an M-Audio M-Track. You can find one of those if you look around for probably around $50 once again. But even, if you don't want to go that direction, you can get a mic that's a USB mic for 20 bucks that will sound better than what you'll get from your iPhone, which sounds like this, switching to the iPhone's audio. Or it will sound much better than probably your built-in microphone in your laptop. I have a MacBook Pro from 2008, and this is what the audio sounds like from that microphone. I have to switch over. Now that I'm using the mic from my laptop, as you can tell, it's picking up more room noise, more reverberations. It's not as clear. My voice isn't as full. My voice isn't as warm. So that's why I'm using this external microphone. It just sounds better, clearer, fuller, all the things that you want when someone's going to be listening to your voice for an extended period of time. So with that, I will switch back over to my external microphone as we continue. All right, so as we continue, let's move on to start talking about the actual picture quality itself. So right now what I'm using is, as I mentioned before, my iPhone, because the picture quality is much, much better than my laptop. So for example, let's switch over to my laptop, and this is the quality of my laptop. Not exactly wonderful. As you can see, my face is overexposed. The frame rate isn't as fast. I could turn some of the lights off that I have on me and the frame rate would go down lower. So all in all, yeah, I like to use my iPhone over there much, much more. So as you can see, my iPhone has a much better picture quality. Everything about this picture, the color, the crispness, everything about it is better. And it's not even the better camera on my iPhone. If you flip to the other, this is the one on the glass side. If you flip to the other side, that's a better camera, so I could have better picture quality. But really the secret sauce to great picture quality is great lighting. So I'm using a very standard 3-point lighting setup, and essentially what that means is that I have 3 points of light on myself. The first one is the key light. It's the strongest light pointed at me. I have a 60-watt daylight lit bulb pointed at my face and a clamp light that you can buy at Home Depot for a few dollars. And it lights up half of my face really well and puts a few shadows on the other side, and therefore I have a fill light which is slightly weaker, so it gives emphasis on one half of my face, the good half of my face, and then the fill light takes out the shadows on the other side. And then the third point of light is a backlight, which is behind me right over here. It's a halogen bulb in a clamp light, a 100-watt halogen bulb. And essentially what it does is it gives me this glow that's kind of on the side of me that gives depth to the picture so that I pop a little bit more from the background behind me, and just more depth of field and fullness to the picture. So with that, that's really all the pieces to my setup. As I said, I have a very ghetto setup. I'm in my garage, and here's a picture of what it looks like. You can't even see my laptop. Here's another view right here where you can see I'm staring at cases of videos right now. And it's a very ghetto setup, but it has a really good picture quality. I think the audio sounds really good. The final piece in all of this is that you got to sync all of the audio and video together. I'm using Adobe Premiere because I have Adobe Premiere, but really every operating system comes with video software that can sync audio with video and put all the pieces together. For me, it only cost me a few dollars to put together some lights and get some wax paper to dampen some of the lighting a little bit. But really, you can put together a great video blog with great image quality and great audio really inexpensively these days. The technology is just that good. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you check back and watch my other videos.